And welcome back to part 5. Last time we rendezvoused with the Master Thief Kasumi Goto on the Citadel, and once again, we probably did arguably one of the best DLC missions of Mass Effect 2. And again, Kasumi was a DLC character only in the original game on 360, but now she's fully included. And I could say it really felt like a sort of pseudo spy movie and heist film. It just felt great. Espionage, and again, also another interesting thing about Donovan Hock, he actually had a lot of very interesting treasures in his little vault, including the Statue of Liberty's head. It was wild. But without further ado, now that we've firmly gained her loyalty by getting back the gray box of her former lover Keiji Okuda, she had to part with it and part with the memories of him. And apparently all that stuff had intel that could have implicated the Alliance and started a war. But we chose to have her delete all that information. And now her loyalty has been secured. And next we're going to go and do Zaid's loyalty mission. And Kasumi is just sitting out here in the port, in the starboard in the port observation over here. Of course, there's a bar over here too, liquor and whatnot. See what she's got to say though.
People are talking out there, and I hear it all. I really appreciate your help with the Hawk heist. I know why we had to destroy Keiji's gray box, but it doesn't make it any easier. I usually travel hidden away in cargo bays. It's nice to be able to look out a window for a change. Mess Sergeant Gardner might just be an evil genius. Emphasis on the evil. The food's gotten better lately, though. I guess his reputation will take time to heal. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Yeah, she doesn't really have much else to say. All these things here, these are just random stuff you can talk about, but we'll come back and talk to her a little bit later. We got Zaid's loyalty mission to do, and oh yeah, another way. Last stream, we also shared a drink with Dr. Chakwas, and got those provisions for Mess Sergeant Gardner, as she just mentioned. Gotta keep the morale high, especially even all the crewmen.
No messages for you, Commander. That Kasumi is an interesting addition to the crew. I can see why she's good at her work. She never reveals anything meaningful about herself. It's all on the surface. It'll be a challenge getting to know who she really is. Anyway, what's up?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
It's always nice chatting with you.
Dr. Michelle.
We have used half our fuel.
Phoenix massing. Ah, it's just a straight jump away. Aquila system.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
Unit 3 mining.
Probe away.
Let's say about that one.
Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe away.
Accurate. Super Earth. Okay, so this was a potential L-core colony, and again, since they evolved on a high gravity planet, again, why can't you just get colonization rights? But then again, why would you wanna even put a colony here? Because then again, it's deep in the Terminus Systems.
Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe away. Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched. Launching probe.
Before we head down, there's one thing I want to check out. I want to show everyone real quick. The Statue of Liberty was a target of several terrorist attacks over its 210-year lifetime. But in 2196, a motley group called Freedom's First finally brought the statue down. Protesting the induction of Canada and Mexico into the United North American States, the New York chapter of Freedom's First wanted a symbol that they would secede from this new union, if necessary. In the early hours of November 1st, they smuggled small arms and 15.5 tons of high explosives onto Liberty Island. Shooting or capturing the guards, they planted the explosives onto the pedestal and detonated them at 7:37 a.m. The statue crashed to the ground in pieces, unexpectedly killing 4 of the Freedom First terrorists. The remaining team members were apprehended after a long manhunts, but the damage was done. The outrage at the secessionists kindled the fires of the Second American Civil War. Yep. Yeah, this actually sparked a second Civil War. And I mean, again, it was kind of odd because I think this was only just roughly 10 or so, roughly at least, and 30 years right after, or no, this was like even decades before we had first ever discovered the Prothean ruins on Mars. But even then, we were still governed by sovereign nations. But yeah, we thought that we just need to just outright annex Canada and Mexico and bring them into the United States. On November 4th, President Caitlin Chung signed an executive order to rebuild the statue. Approximately 1/10 of the steel beams and copper plating from the destroyed statue was recovered and used to create the new one. The original head was put on display in the Natural History Museum of Museum of American History in Washington, D.C. It remained there for 2 years until the Battle of Washington. During heavy shelling from secessionist forces, the head disappeared. The new statue was completed in 2101. The fate of the original pieces were left to speculation in pulp novels. Interest flared up briefly in 2159 when photos surfaced of the head in a cargo freighter. But by that time, human media were more concerned about the future. In the face of humanity spreading among thousands of new planets, the statue titled Liberty Enlightening World seems small and quaint by comparison. Interesting history behind all that. But another thing we need to talk about is, of course, Veteran Zaid's secrets. Blue Suns. And I don't think we even got like a primary codex entry on these guys. So yeah, I'm not gonna attempt to read all this, but yeah, brain firearms and antihistamines. Create habitable zones. So yeah, this is typical kind of shit you see in the Terminus Systems. But we need to look at some upgrades here. Let's head on down. Okay, mud, sweat, and spores. It's how Blue Sun's mercenaries characterize the planet that gave birth to their home office. This lush garden world is known for heavy plant and fungal life, creating spectacular jungle zones that cover much of its 8 continents. Zorya attracts investors and corporations from throughout the galaxy. Potential resources: Blue Suns dominate security contracts on Zorya. So yeah. So 148 million people live on this planet. Capital Sun 2160. Okay, let's go.
Tapping into Blue Sun's communications. Stay tight and look out for ambushes.
Squad Bravo, a shuttle landed near your location. Check it out.
Here we go. Keep close. Shot in the back and left to rot. That's definitely Vito's style. Let's push ahead.
Those monkey things we saw in the first game? Huh. That did not.
Command
That's
to Bravo. Take a position. Likely these people are not runaways.
It's one of those monkey things.
Report to base. Armed intruders incoming at the southern checkpoint. Heads up!
Reinforcements incoming. We got your backs.
Oh my god. It's Shepard's long lost Shepard's long lost twin sister.
Sit down!
All squads, fall back! This is Commander Santiago. If any of you retreat while the intruders are still alive, I'll kill you myself. Now get the hell back out there!
Vito. Sounds like he hasn't changed.
I get the feeling you have a past with this, Vito.
I knew he was a sadistic bastard back when we started the Blue Suns. The Suns only got meaner after he staged his little coup 20 years ago. So yeah, we have a past.
Why didn't anyone tell me you founded the Blue Suns?
Because it's not common knowledge. Vito wiped me out of the records. He ran the books, I led the men. Worked real well for a while. Then Vito decided to start hiring Batarians. Cheaper labor, he said. Goddamn terrorists, I said.
20 years is a long time to hold a grudge.
A grudge? Vigo turned my men against me. He paid 6 of them to restrain me while he put a gun to my head and pulled the trigger. For 20 years, I've seen that bastard every time I closed my eyes. Every time I sighted down on a target. Every time I heard a gunshot. Don't you call that a goddamn grudge?
You survived a gunshot to the head?
Yeah. And you survived your ship getting disintegrated. A stubborn enough person can survive just about anything. Rage is a hell of an anesthetic.
We better get moving.
They're at the southern axis. All squads mass at the gatehouse. Now!
They know we're here. Bring it on, you son of a...
What was that? You didn't finish there, Zaid.
Squad Charlie, Delta, mass at the gatehouse.
Zaid Masani, you finally tracked me down.
Vigo.
Don't be stupid, Zaid. I have a whole company of bloodthirsty bastards behind me, ready to kill or be killed on my command. Actually, take your shot. Give my men a reason to put you down like the mad dog you are. Again. What was that? Gone nearsighted, old friend.
Burn, you son of a bitch.
You just signed your death warrant, Masani.
What the hell are you doing?
Wilhelm scream.
Opening the gate.
We are here to free these people. Why the hell would you blow up the refinery?
I came here to kill Vigo Santiago. You want my help on your mission, you better make damn sure that man dies today.
Isn't the time. We'll discuss this later.
Once Vido's dead, we can discuss anything you want.
Let's go!
I feel tempted. I know I've always tried to... I actually really want to see Zaid in his most badass moments.
Help! We're trapped! We can't get to the gas valves to shut them off! The whole place is gonna blow!
No time. Vido's probably halfway to the shuttle docks by now.
I get why you want Vito dead, but is he really worth watching those people burn to death?
I'm not sticking around to watch. We stop to help these people and Vido gets away. And if he gets away, I'm blaming you.
Yeah, I totally forgot about...
We're here to free these people. We're going in.
'Cause I don't think you're gonna make it.
We're here to free these people. We're going in. 'Cause I don't think you're gonna make it. 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 'Cause I don't
knew this was a mistake. If we're gonna do this, we'd better get to it.
Damn it.
We can use this. What's this?
Hostiles incoming.
Engaging hostiles!
Hey, show. Just happy now that I'm just like I can just play all this DLC from the original Mass Effect 2 were all just packed in.
Firing an impact shot.
I took your blue suns. I took it twice. Now I'm taking it again. Take a knee now, Zaid, and maybe I'll forget
shot!
It's me, Shepherd.
Get out, now! You just cost me 20 years of my life! Ah! Son of a bitch! Oh.
Zaid, you alright?
The hell do you care? I'm fine. Now come on, get me out of this shithole.
Man.
You put your revenge ahead of the mission. How can I trust that you'll be there when we need you?
I'll do what I was gonna have paid to do, Shepherd. Just don't expect any more than that. Now stop screwing around. Let's go.
You put your own goals ahead of the mission. That is not the way this works.
I've survived this long watching my own back. No time to worry about anyone else.
You're part of a team now, Zaid. There's no way we're all working together.
You have a point. I'm not done with Vito. But I can put that behind me long enough to get your mission done. Let's get the hell out of here.
I know, we can't, I think. Oh, some of those people died though. Inferno grenade. Nice. But so close. We need to get as much platinum as we can. This is a more crucial upgrade. I think that's a more crucial upgrade.
Shepherd, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Perhaps later. Trying to determine how Scale Itch got onto Normandy. Sexually transmitted disease only carried by Varen. Implications unpleasant. Anything else?
Any ideas on other ways to prepare for the collectors?
Ideas, yes. Expensive, but possibly valuable. Can show you.
So, Hadley, how you gonna spend your next furlough?
You really think we'll have another shore leave?
Of course. Shepherd's forming the best team this galaxy has ever seen. We're gonna kick some ass.
I'm sure you're right, Matthews.
Commander.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last. It seems like Garrus has finally worked that stick out of his butt, but now he's trying to beat guys to death with it. I can't believe I like the old Garrus better. Zaid is like you, but takes checks. As long as it's not my money, we're good. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
I assume everything's going well up here?
We're just having an argument over personalization of my workspace.
Cerberus regulations are clear, Mr. Moreau. Personalization does not include grease on my bridge cameras.
It's just mad that all its footage of me looks like a dream sequence.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Yes, Shepherd.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
That's all for
Locking
now.
you out, Shepherd.
And more audio glitches. Let's go talk to Garrus to see how the Thanix has come along.
Thank you, Commander. Rupert put the new supplies to good use.
What's this area of the ship? The gunnery control station. The ship's batteries are controlled from here. The Combat Information Center operators send targeting information here. The CIC decides who to shoot. Gunnery control decides how to shoot.
Shepherd, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
What can you tell me about the Normandy's armaments?
The weapons upgrades have gone in beautifully. This thing packs a hell of a punch. It just might give us a chance against the Collectors.
Have the Cerberus crewmen given you any trouble?
I think being part of the team that took down Saren got me some points. Everyone I talked to was polite anyway. Don't worry, Commander. We're all working together.
Have you got any upgrade ideas for the Normandy's weapon systems?
My current upgrades are working pretty well. That's about the best I can do.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
I see that the shot glass is up.
Commander, I very much enjoyed sharing that ice brandy with you. But I hope I wasn't too unprofessional. Brandy goes straight to my head.
It's nice to see you let your hair down.
Guess I hadn't realized how much those feelings needed airing. But I didn't give you much of a chance to vent. So tell me now. What do you think?
Everyone's depending on us. We won't let them down.
They just don't make them like you anymore, Shep. Well, promise me we'll share a bottle every year. The next one is on me.
Aww. It's always great to have her. It's a shame I couldn't get that upgrade. She definitely needs it, and plus it can probably help heal Shepard's scars. Let's go down to engineering. Talk to Zaid, even though he doesn't really got much else to say.
Garrus put some crazy tech into the main guns. It's almost doubled their power draw.
But they seem pretty wicked.
Indeed. Don't worry. A few tweaks to the forward capacitors, and the balance is back in line. What can we do for you, Commander?
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. They'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
Exactly the point. Again, I really like these two. It's like one of the small bits of subtle characters that you like about. You just gotta love their banter from time to time. Kibble has totally thrashed Kenneth. Skilling 5 poker, though.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the Collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
It's always good to talk to those two.
Access to this room is currently restricted.
Hell of a mission down there on Zorya. Can't believe Vito got away. 20 years of tracking gone, just like that. But I gotta let that go. We have more important things to do. Get a knife stuck in the right way, and you can pull that plate right off of Krogan's head. It's the best way to get a Krogan to talk. The threat of it drives him mad. Beauty, isn't it? Pried that off the Krogan warlord, Kazak. Used to run the blood pack out of Omega about 17 years ago. Wasn't even a job. The guy just thought he'd hijack a freighter I was hitchhiking on. Big mistake. I goaded Kazak into one-on-one combat. Took out his legs, grabbed his gun, and killed every blood pack bastard in the room. That was the most beaten Krogan I've ever seen. Kept a helmet to remind me of that pained expression. Oh yeah, that's a model of the Veracon. Turian frigate. Hell of a ship. I led a mission to bring that thing down from the inside with just 5 men and whatever guns we could bring. No chance of success, but we did it. Everyone died but me. So I made out like a bandit. My first impossible mission as an independent contractor. There's been many since, but nothing so goddamn sweet as watching that Turian warship crash planet-side.
But again, once out of all things, Jesse is probably the most important thing to him.
I was down and out when I found that gun. Jessie was the first weapon I got my hands on. Took her everywhere. She didn't have much punch, but reliable as all hell. She'd already been through a lot by the time I got her. Still, I never had to re-sight her once. Damn good rifle. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepherd.
Alright. Give me more stories about Jesse later, too. You know, it's a crazy thing they would say, like saying, like, a real man names his weapon. Eh. I wouldn't really know that much about naming weapons, though, but... Again, if you name your weapon, at least name it something that gives it some punch. Just don't use a random name or something. Or just a random person's name. Given what happened... Tough down there.
Hey, got a minute? You really dodged a bullet down there. It took guts to stand up to Zaid, but I'm glad you did. I'm not really sure what to do with myself. Not much call for thievery aboard a ship. Don't laugh, I like those books. Romance novels, crime novels, the classics. There's something about the feel of actual paper in your hands, their musty smell. It's relaxing. Keiji used to find books for me while on the job. Some of these are more valuable than the objects he was hired to steal.
I'm gonna say it, yeah. You could never live far into the future and not have any physical media for reading. Just digital readers, that stuff could be lost. I'd rather just have the classic paperback stuff. Or even hard copy if necessary. There's a certain charm to paperback in a way. Hard copy, it may last a little bit longer, but usually hard copy is usually a lot bigger.
The Red Rose. That used to be my calling card when I first started out. In place of whatever I took, I left a single red rose. It wasn't until I met Keiji that I realized how silly it was. He had a way of making you realize when you were just being sentimental. That painting has a special place in my heart. An art collector hired me to steal it. When I got there, the painting was gone. On the way out, I saw it being hauled off by another thief. I chased him down, tackled him, and took the painting. That's how Keiji and I met. We never did turn it into our employers.
Nice.
I stole that on a dare, believe it or not. There was a big museum show coming to Ilium. Artifacts from Earth going on tour. Very high security. Keiji dared me to steal this. So I broke in, hacked the security, put a few guards to sleep, and replaced the piece with a worthless duplicate. They never knew the difference. My first museum job. Nowhere near the last.
Always that crazy thing about replacing valuable artwork or artifacts with a pretty remarkably well done copy. It's insane. But that's the thing you kind of expect with heist movies, even stuff like Indiana Jones. It's a very odd looking painting, but see what she's got to say about it.
That's my favorite piece. Painted for me by a child prodigy from Elysium. She was the cutest thing. She was kidnapped by slavers who hoped to sell her on Omega. I wasn't about to let that happen. I set up an ID as a buyer's rep to get a special tour of the slaver's vessel. Once aboard, I freed the girl. She painted that for me on the way home. I'll never forget how it felt to watch her work.
Another audio glitch. Got a nice view of the stars, though. But I need a stiff drink. More potent. Oof.
Access to life support is...
Yep.
The starboard observation deck is closed until needed.
Another colony's gone missing.
Ferris Fields, I heard. That's not far from New Canton. Did your family get back to Earth?
Not yet. My mother-in-law's given us grief. Operative Lawson assures me the transport team will physically drag them away if need be.
Hope his family got back to Earth from New Canton. Now I'll say that joke for another time. I hear the word Canton, I think of a certain little song, but we're not going to use it now. We pretty much kind of did what we needed to do. I think we're probably going to do a few side missions, and then we'll end the stream, and then tomorrow at 6 p.m. for the weekly streams, we're most likely gonna try to attempt to recruit the last 2 members of our squad before we have to get out, and probably have to deal with our first big mission against the collectors. Meshbatia. Raleigh. Back on Earth. Meshbatia. I can only imagine what kind of great restaurant that would have been. And given what happens in the next few games, I mean, I actually hope that it may have been like a safe place or a safe haven for somebody. Well, we'll find out you'll know what happens in the next game. You'll know. Emily Wong. Talitha. Shepherd, I don't know if you remember me. I had a gun and kept me from hurting myself. My doctors say I'm doing better. One of them works for the people. I'm glad Talitha's doing well. Just those little things you do. Yeah, and this is that kid that tried to sign up. Good thing I talked him out of it. Otherwise his mom would be grieving. Well, this kid's mom would be, he'd be grieving. She'd be grieving. Yeah, I know Dr. Chalk was on that message, but I don't have the funds to get it. Let's try to fix that and try to find some as much platinum as we can. Whoa, lens flare.
Following the Battle of the Citadel, human and Turian volunteers conducted a massive 3-month recovery effort to clear the station's orbit of debris. Secretly, the Turian Office of Technological Reconnaissance volunteers were technology recovery specialists, salvaging the main weapon of the Geth flagship Sovereign and large amounts of its valuable Element Zero core. Contrary to popular belief, Sovereign's main gun was not a directed energy weapon. Rather, its massive Element Zero core powered an electromagnetic field suspending a liquid iron-uranium-tungsten alloy that shaped into armor-piercing projectiles when fired. The jet of molten metal, accelerated to a fraction of the speed of light, destroys targets by impact force and irresistible heat. Only 11 months after the battle, the Turians produced the Thanix, their own miniaturized version of Sovereign's gun. The Thanix can fire reliably every 15 seconds, rivaling a cruiser's firepower, but mountable on a fighter or frigate.
Nice.
The Systems Alliance UT-47...
So we'll do those last two missions next time. Well, let's continue and do a few things in the galaxy. I also gotta check the team status. So Zaid is now loyal. Talk with Omega and see if let's go at mission that talk to Greed. In the hood grid.
Arya has a job she needs doing. You up for some work?
That depends on what Arya has in mind.
Arya's gotten word that some blood-packed mercs plan to kill an old acquaintance of hers. A Krogan named Patriarch. She'd like you to keep that from happening.
What's What's Arya's interest in protecting him?
Patriarch was one of her deadliest enemies back in the old days. Now she keeps what's left of him around as a trophy. As long as he lives, he's a perfect example of what happens when you go up against Arya.
What's the Blood Pack's problem with Patriarch?
If you've met Patriarch, you know. He can't keep his damn mouth shut. Some people don't appreciate his stories, especially when he dips into non-fiction.
Why come to me? Arya's usual muscle not up for the job?
Because Arya said so. What other reason do you need?
People like Arya don't do things without a damn good reason. I want to hear it.
Fine, but I didn't tell you this, got me? If it gets out that Arya's protecting Patriarch, well, that can look like a weakness. And some people might want to exploit that. You're not on her payroll, so you helping Patriarch just seems like a random act of kindness.
I'll look into it.
Good. Patriarch's downstairs, likely surrounded by his fans. Get him into hiding until the mercs move on. Come back here when it's done, and you'll get your due.
I'll be back when the job's done.
Good luck.
Hello again, Commander.
I have to go.
Of course. You must have more important things to do.
The Destiny Ascension has completed its 20-colony victory cruise. Council members aboard thanked Human Alliance for their efforts in repelling Saren's invasion 2 years ago.
Welcome to Afterlife. How may I serve you?
Pour me a drink. Hold the poison.
Oh yes. I heard about my predecessor's little scheme. I'm very glad you survived. I've been instructed to give you drinks on the house. Rest assured that they will contain no illicit ingredients you haven't asked for. Welcome to Afterlife. How may I serve you?
I'll just have something to drink.
Of course.
Said he had close family. They'll just want revenge. Kill the family first. Then he'll get angry and come at you stupid. And then you kill him. I don't think I know you, human. I'm the Patriarch. Arya's Patriarch. What do you want?
Why do they call you Patriarch?
It's like an Asari matriarch, only male. It was Arya's little joke. After she took me down, she let me live. Kept me around as an advisor and a trophy.
Rumor has it some people want you dead. Know anything about that?
Oh, I can think of a few. I know things. Old secrets, old grudges. Few floors you can dig up to find bodies underneath. Someone who wanted to weaken Arya might come after me. They do it to get to her, you see. Not for me. I don't matter enough anymore to have enemies of my own.
What do you know about Arya?
A few centuries ago, Omega was my rock. When Arya arrived, she had nothing but the clothes on her back. I thought she was another dancer. She killed half my men and convinced the rest that she could run this place better than I did. She came for me here in this bar. We tore this place apart. She crushed one of my hearts, shattered half the bones in my body, and left me alive.
What made her decide to leave you alive?
No, she doesn't destroy what she can use. She said I could have all my old comforts if I served as her advisor. I knew how things worked. I knew who to lean on, who to smack down, who to smile at. And everyone who respected me saw me beaten, broken. They knew that as strong as I'd been, she was stronger.
A Krogan as old as you must have some great stories.
I killed a lot of people, lived well, and was beaten by a small Asari who keeps me around as an example. My time is done. Anyone I killed is long forgotten. The stories are Arya's now.
Some people want you dead. I've been asked to move you to safety.
Well, of course. Arya wouldn't want me hurt. It would make her look bad. Perhaps Arya's reputation is no longer my concern. Perhaps I will stay. See who thinks me important enough to kill.
Here's an idea. Let me handle the assassins for you.
And so your name grows, while I remain an old man who lets others fight his battle.
No. You remain a powerful warlord with forces at his command, not just Arya's trophy.
Well, you could be my Trent, fighting for my honor. If you would do this for me, I would be grateful. I might even be a Krogan again. Out of our way, human.
Patriarch says hello.
Them all. And everyone knows that the Patriarch is not to be crossed. Thanks to you, Arya may think of me as more than a trophy. A real advisor, maybe. Or even a threat.
Take care, Patriarch.
For the first time, I like that name. By the way, be careful with Arya. will approve of what you've done, I think. But not of you altering the balance of Omega. I think it reminds her too much of herself.
This looks interesting.
Very, very nice.
Come on, let me in.
I also thought the Grizz. What's up, Grizz?
Maria wants to speak with you. She heard you took on the Blood Pack assassins yourself. I wouldn't keep her waiting.
Word has it that Patriarch's Krant took out the men sent here to kill him. Funny, I didn't know he had a Krant. Patriarch has more influence than you thought. I see. Well, maybe I should watch my back then. It's not what I asked, but you got the job done. You've done a lot for me, Shepherd. Let me return the favor. We're sending your coordinates to a cache on an uncharted world. You want it? It's yours. Can use any help we can get. Whatever you find is yours to deal with.
Nice.
Thanks. Maybe I'll come back later. You should find a nice young man to keep you warm in the meantime. You look like you need to loosen up.
No. Nice young person we want to is another sorry. She's out there somewhere. Hopefully we'll see her. Hopefully maybe we'll see her soon.
Come on, let me in.
Let's go do that Cerberus mission. Quick side mission, and then we'll end the stream after that. And sitting down for a Lucky the chair I'm
No
using
messages
has
for you, Commander.
good lumbar support, though, at least. But I don't think I could do it just like all those other big streamers can do it.
Probe away. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe away.
Yeah, I'm out of probes. If you look too.
Probe launched. Probe away. Probe away. Probe away. Probe away. Probe away. I have detected an anomaly.
Red dwarf star. It's tightly locked. Just like Vermeer and a lot of other planets in the Terminus.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe launched.
General distress. Beacon auto process interrupted at 655321. Status of
Launching probe.
is not known. General distress. Beacon auto process interrupted at parse point ACO 655321. Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon auto process interrupted at
Launching probe.
ACO 65532. Status of system operator is not known. General
Probe away.
is not known. General distress. Beacon auto process interrupted at parse point ACO 655321. Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon auto process.
Launching probe. Scans have found something.
Eclipse communication, huh? Alright, let's go. Nice.
Going down. Mind over matter.
Right between the eyes.
Can't do that right now.
Take a minute to read that. Oh boy, here we go. Whew. Got it. That much for that many credits?
Shields have failed.
Get over here!
Get over here!
Watch for fire!
Deploying warfield!
Nice trick.
Okay, here we go. Whew. That's better. Nice. Oh, he's dead. What do you think of this, Jacob? He's dead. Tortured him and everything.
This computer contains the encrypted intelligence extracted from the captured Cerberus agent. The information could adversely affect Cerberus if it were ever circulated publicly.
Let's get the data for ourselves.
Data received.
Okay, so that's most of everything I want to do for this part. So, part 6 we're going to recruit the warlord, and then we're going to deal with the convict as well. But that'll be in part 6. So with that being said, thank you all for watching, and may God, the Force, and the power protect you, always.